What makes us doubt those we once trusted completely? In the epic Ramayana, even the closest bonds of brotherhood face the ultimate test of faith and loyalty. Today, we explore a powerful moment when suspicion threatens to tear apart the sacred bond between brothers. 14 years of exile had begun for Lord Rama, accompanied by his devoted wife Sita and loyal brother Lakshmana. The kingdom of Ayodhya lay behind them, its throne empty, its streets silent with grief. But within the forest, an even greater drama was about to unfold, one that would test the very foundation of brotherly trust. Let's set the scene. Rama, Sita, and Lakshmana had settled into their forest dwelling when word arrived that their brother Bharata was approaching with a massive army. To understand the gravity of this moment, we must first grasp why this news sent shockwaves through the peaceful forest retreat. Bharata had been away when the great tragedy struck Ayodhya. Their father, King Dasharatha, had been compelled by Bharata's mother Kaikeyi to exile Rama and crown Bharata instead. The king died of heartbreak shortly after Rama's departure. Now, Bharata was approaching with an army. But for what purpose? Lakshmana, always protective of his beloved brother Rama, felt his blood boil at the sight of the approaching forces. In his mind, only one explanation seemed possible. Bharata was coming to eliminate any threat to his newly acquired throne. The loyal brother's hand instinctively gripped his bow, his eyes scanning the forest's edge for signs of treachery. "Brother," Lakshmana spoke, his voice trembling with rage. "I see Bharata approaching with an army. He must have grown drunk with power, desiring to secure his position by eliminating you. Give me permission to face him in battle. Today, my arrows will protect your rightful claim." Rama's response was characteristic of his divine wisdom. With perfect calm, he replied, "Dear Lakshmana, let us not jump to conclusions. Bharata's heart has always been pure. Wait and watch. There must be more to this than meets the eye." But Lakshmana's protective instincts had taken over. "How can you be so trusting? He comes with weapons, not words. The throne's power can corrupt even the purest souls. Remember how his mother's ambition led to our exile. The same blood runs in his veins." The tension mounted as the army drew closer. Through the trees, they could now see Bharata's form. But something was unusual. He was not dressed as a king, but in simple clothes of bark, similar to what Rama wore in exile. His head was bowed, his feet bare, hardly the appearance of someone coming to wage war. As Bharata approached the hermitage, he fell to his knees at a distance, tears streaming down his face. His first words shattered all of Lakshmana's suspicions. "My lord, my brother, my king, I come to beg you to return to Ayodhya. The throne is yours. It has always been yours." The army that had caused such alarm. They were citizens of Ayodhya who had followed Bharata in hopes of persuading Rama to return. The weapons? Merely the standard escort for royal family members traveling through forests. Bharata's true intention was revealed as he placed Rama's sandals on his head, declaring that these would sit on the throne as Rama's representative while he served as a mere regent. Lakshmana stood transfixed, his earlier anger transformed into shame. Before him was not a power-hungry prince, but a brother whose devotion to Rama exceeded even his own expectations. Bharata had not only rejected the throne, but had come as a humble supplicant, ready to return to Ayodhya as a servant rather than a king. This moment teaches us profound lessons about judgment and devotion. Lakshmana, despite his incredible loyalty to Rama, had allowed fear and suspicion to cloud his judgment. His reaction, though born of love and protection, showed how even the noblest intentions can lead us astray when we act on assumptions. The Ramayana tells us that Bharata's eyes filled with hurt when he learned of Lakshmana's suspicions. Yet he harbored no ill will, understanding that his brother's protective nature came from a place of deep love for Rama. In fact, Bharata's humble acceptance of Lakshmana's distrust only proved the depth of his own devotion. Rama, witnessing this exchange, drew both brothers into an embrace. Here were three different expressions of love. Lakshmana's fierce protective love, Bharata's selfless devoted love, and Rama's all-encompassing divine love. Each was perfect in its own way, each necessary for the great dharmic tale to unfold. In the end, Rama maintained his promise to honor their father's word, remaining in exile despite Bharata's pleading. Bharata returned to Ayodhya, placing Rama's sandals on the throne and living as an ascetic outside the city, counting the days until his brother's return. Lakshmana remained by Rama's side, his understanding of devotion deepened by witnessing Bharata's pure heart. This episode reminds us that true devotion often appears in unexpected forms. While Lakshmana served Rama by standing guard with weapons ready, Bharata served him by keeping his kingdom safe while living like a renunciate. Both were expressions of perfect brotherly love. The story teaches us to look beyond our initial judgments, to understand that loyalty can manifest in many ways. It shows us that in matters of the heart, things are rarely as they first appear. Sometimes, the person we mistrust may carry a devotion deeper than we could imagine. As we reflect on this tale, we might ask ourselves, how often do we jump to conclusions about others' intentions? How many times have our protective instincts led us to misjudge those who mean no harm? Perhaps, like Lakshmana, we too can learn to balance our protective nature with the wisdom to see beyond appearances. In the end, this story stands as a testament to the power of true devotion to overcome misunderstanding and the ability of love to bridge the gaps created by doubt. It reminds us that in the great drama of life, often the most beautiful revelations come when we open our hearts to trust in the goodness of others.